No, exactly. Yeah, everything's the same, except this time you can't push his knee down.
I'm already loading him on my like tricep.
You want it on the shoulder.
Go on the shoulder.
Like,
It's too risky if I bring him up.
no, that's what I'm saying. It's like the higher the better on top of your shoulder. Yeah.
Boom.
And
Here?
that's it. Yes. Yeah. I would hold it just so she doesn't like cup your elbow and hold it from front. And you can
Wait, how would I do that?
like that.
Better that way.
Yeah.
You gave him a didn't know what to do, what was it?
No space here. No. If,
What was the arm video you gave me to do? Hold my
It's a small window, but it's still a window. So let's say you're under this leg. Here, if this arm gets left behind, you scoot away, sometimes I can bring this leg over my head.
Oh!
Yeah. It's really not like, once you have this actually. Yeah, you would have to be like punching so
Yeah,
much.
try to recover
But
my
if
guard.
you're concerned about it, you just seat pad out behind your knee, like this. And you can make your grip or just seat pad, but either way, I can't really pull the hand through easily there. Yeah, or you could just hug under the thigh too. Any of those are good. Cool. Now Nicole, can you go through that online?
Why is this oh, because you could not break it. That's what it is?
I'm trying to push it down so that I can
So
bring
then
my
if
knee.
you can, so then that's
Like
what,
you
that's what
keep-
the movie is. So if you press break, right?
Yeah.
Then I keep it. Without it, that's what it is.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah. I think I can still try a little bit. Because now I know you're gonna kick, you're gonna, if you kick your heel down now, I can't.
Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah, so it's easier.
You're inflexible like me. No, I'm not. Are you sure? I'm sure. So I'm just trying to like problem solve, and they're also throwing up roadblocks.
Right.
And then this
I see what it is. I see what
and then grab your phone in here.
Yeah, because it doesn't go down.
Once you open,
Right, but I have to open. So,
Yeah.
I mean, how
you can do it from the closed guard. So that's because if you just put closed guard, your knees are still on the ground. So if I just reach my hand through, it's wrist, my arm gets left behind, you know, for the triangle. So it's safer if I split first and I get into this.
Now I can't put the arm with your
Yeah,
body.
I was gonna try it. And now I can. Yeah, so I'm putting it back. Yeah, so it's better.
So how would I try to like have struggle like
Get that knee in the middle, and then you're not worried about it.
Okay. And like realistically, when the person is getting passed already, they're already.
Yeah, and if this happens, look, I can push down.
And back again.
Yeah. It's only if this leg is too high to push down. I can't push it down, then I go under it. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you could go under either side, or maybe you could switch
Go
to
that
this
way?
side too. Yeah, it doesn't matter which way you go. Yeah,
Yeah, depending how they're compensating for the pass.
whichever way they scoot around. Or
I was so floppy like this, like I had a long day.
No. I like it. I like to get passed both ways. Yeah. You see, because there's already, as soon as you start sitting and turning your shoulder, there's a gap. And then you're gonna just slip your shoulder. If I was taller and you couldn't do it,
You pass and then you start going back down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please don't tell me my other leg, my other leg off your chest too.
terrible. I hate this. Yeah, and then, yeah, yeah, the legs away. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh hey Dylan. Hi Dylan.
That's a good one.
Dylan the Menace.
Yes, of course. Or neighborhood nuisance. Either one.
I like high reward, low risk. I get the turn and then I don't get anything else. Maybe I don't even open in their legs.
Right.
Because everyone's bigger than us.
Right.
So sometimes the ankles are still crossed.
Correct.
So then I'm like, forget it.
So then this one is not out, so we make it out.
And then
I've been milking
so
them.
you took that more to the pass.
Yeah.
I'll put that on.
No, so I have all this range to go like this. Okay? jump for
Sneak attack.
nothing.
Turn away from.
But I'm gonna try to hold on to the last.
It doesn't matter how much I push on you, you're still there.
There. Yep. Yes, it is better.
Good?
Because you know what's great about this is that I'm gonna post and then you're gonna wrist line me here.
Yes.
Drop it, boom, wrist line, right? I'm gonna drop it, it doesn't matter, now I gave up the strong side control.
Here, jump. Here, jump.
The guy that I used to train with would hop up on purpose, so that people would post and then he would go.
Oh, yeah, great. Good. That was good.
I'm like, someone.
Yeah, these things are great. Okay, real fast.
You take chances of breaking somebody's muscle because when you go down, if you use too much.
Big jump. I feel crazy.
When you go down, I use that.
Don't forget to sign up to like versatility. It's called versatility. I need it. No, what do you want to try to keep like your leg like walked around like bed?
It wouldn't stop her from pressing, it would just slow her down.
But because it would be fun, you trying to do something. Probably not. Probably really hard to do something.
To do anything useful, you gotta just take that leg off her bed.
Oh,
But you can hold it up in your guard,
oh.
or you would want to hold a turtle maybe, or, you know what I mean?
So are there any escape covers? Once you get to that point though?
Yes. Yeah, actually, we'll go over that, that's a great question.
Cause like, you gotta learn how to do it and escape at the same time. Yeah. Cause like, I gotta learn how to escape this one.
Oh.
And how to escape you.
I haven't figured it out yet.
You're stuck with him for at least 18 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
14 to go. And then what? Then where are you gonna move?
You want to go to candy? Yep, let's go to candy cane. Just sit in the box. So let's get flaky.
This, like that, chop, chop.
Yeah, I can. That's my go-to remedy. Just slap in the face.
Yeah. I think the reason he did it while I was away, I think he was just like, be careful with
I'm just having to put it and
People do that. Sometimes people, they just
it's really funny.
this and grab they don't fist like that. Yeah, punching is fine. But if you go like that, if he's way too big,
Huh? I know, I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Keep in mind,
I was
that's-
like, I don't frame I frame here. Here. I can't, if I'm reaching for you, then I'd rather bring my knee to my elbow than reach for you.
reach for that.
Yeah.
She's back.
I remember I was training with Darren,
Yeah.
and like, I framed on his hip,
Yeah.
and he let me, and he almost wrist locked me.
Yeah, you was there.
And I never get, I was like, I'm never doing that again. Just
You can do it, but you have to do, your placement matters a lot.
I know.
So if they turn the hip, you have to go up the side and angle it.
Well, what he was showing was just that north south. You want like this, just like, when I overcommitted my weight.
Oh, you're reaching underneath, right?
Correct.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But now what this is that my hand is never here is leading over here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You out. So keep yourself in this hand, keep the guard with the bone. Yeah, I'm in the bone.
Yeah.
And then watch my point.
Yeah, so here.
So you're here, right?
So I was passing, right, and then I went,
So once you turn the hips in and feel it,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how they survive.
and then I start going, walking it up. but never inside the coach, because once the hand is here and it's in,
Yep.
this is all, that's all the way.
You don't have time to tap either.
When people do it on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you wanna
People
say-
give you that gap.
Yeah.
People give you that gap.
Well, definitely.
And kind of like they're putting pressure on it. If I will do it, I will hold the hand. One back. If y'all do it, then see I'm.
What's the problem?
You just move. I just pull down right there. I just hold it. Yeah. That's your wrist lock. Of course, you cannot do it. Once you hold it, then I hold it over here, you know? You cannot even stretch, you cannot even do anything. I just have to go on.
You just pinned it.
When I hold it right here, the way you begin right here. The way you move.
I couldn't, I was.
No, you cannot. Now, if I'm going here,
Yeah.
then people do it, so people won't release it. Boom. Right? So then when you do that, his hand, go over here. And then when I, no, before I move, right when I know it's gonna happen, then I go boom, so you push. Because you know people is gonna, yeah, you already know when people is about to do it because they put a little pressure. That's where the hand
You
is.
wanna test it.
Yeah, and then I wanna test too. I said, let's see where your hips is.
Yeah.
And then when this about to happen, that's when you pop, go for it.
Honestly, I never just drop my hip like that, cause you can sometimes, accidents will happen, I never just go boom like that.
Oh, people do it.
But, yeah.
People do it.
Darren like, freaked me out. I was like, never again.
So yeah, speaking of this, guys, let's go over real quick an early escape to this stack pass because one, like, if you're stacked up, if you could go under the leg or you have the collar grip, my knees touching my chin. At this point, I'm just gonna let the person pass. Me personally, I'm gonna save my spine and start defending side control, right? But if we're early enough, Chrissy gets under my leg. The second she grabs my collar, I want to get myself to this angle here. So I want to be perpendicular to her body right now. So I'm using this foot on the ground to move my hips away. And I want to make sure that, again, when I brace the hips, look where my hand is right now. My palm right now is right on the pelvic bone, right on the edge, not under the hip, like this.
That is exactly
This is what we're talking
Not
about.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Not holding the pizza platter.
That's exactly what we're talking
Don't hold
about.
the platter.
You're not a waiter, alright? So when we're here, right on the edge of the hip, this hand is just kind of covering the shoulder, okay? I'm moving my hips away, but I'm not just moving away, I'm making my leg very heavy on the head. See, I'm moving her head away from my head. And from here, there's a window that opens up where your knee can slip through and land here. Alright, so right now, my toes are hooking the hip on this side, and my leg, yep, across her waist is my shin, and my toes are hooking the hip. My leg here is over the head, okay? So my toes are hooking because if she keeps running behind me this way, it's gonna allow me to follow, right? And then from this position, I'm keeping a hold of her arm, hugging it tight, okay? And now I'm just gonna bring my foot out, step on the hip, and then recover guard, or go right for the triangle on this side. You can go for the triangle, or you can just step and recover guard from here, okay?
You got time for that too?
Oh, yeah.
Triangle and plata too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And plata, 100%.
Okay.
You're in a great spot. The more extended the arm is, the better for you.
That's what we heard the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
So she gets under. I use this one a lot. I use this against that John Terry guy. He loves the stack pass. So I use this
Yeah.
every time with him. And he's much bigger than me, but making my leg heavy on the head is the key. I can't do this and then expect to do it. This foot won't even reach the ground at a certain point. All right, it's already done. So I have to move, and my leg is like a telephone pole. See how it's kicking your head away? And then I move one more time until my knee can slip through. Then we land here. All right, and from here it's pretty much without stepping, and then right away, either triangle, arm lock if you want, wrist lock, whatever you want. It's all there.
Now, can you change that grip on the pants from the thumb to actually gripping the pants?
So when we're here,
You there, can you
here,
just grab the pants and just,
Here?
no, on top, right there. You grab the pants like, yeah.
like this?
You like that, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
As long as your palm is still in the same spot, you're good. I usually don't need to though, because I'm only here for a moment. I'm only here to get my knee through, and then I'm letting go.
Transition, okay,
Yeah,
all
it's
right.
a very
quick.
So it's not really a post that you're doing over
It's like a post, but just temporary, like just enough to get.
To replace.
there. Not to worry about.
Yeah, cause
Okay.
my arm won't hold up the weight of her body forever, you know, I have to get my legs back into the mix.
The thing is, I'm passing, so if I didn't put any pressure on him,
Then I'm good, I don't need to do
You're
this move, yeah.
but you're trying to replace where this is at going.
I'm trying to get my knee under your arm, that's the whole purpose. If we're here,
Yeah,
if your elbow is up, I can just do this and I'm out.
okay.
But realistically, when you do this, yeah, I'm not gonna do it, so I have to go here. You know what I mean? I have to move myself away from you, because I'm not gonna move you. And then from here, I just catch. That same swing we did the other day, when we kind of pulled ourselves into the
Yeah.
air.
Yeah.
And then from here, make sure your toes are hooking. If my toes don't hook, she runs my back. Listen, I have to hook my toes
He's got two.
right here.
There.
Yeah, but here and here, run my back. Here I can hold the knee, Georgie, if you want. You can go hold the knee like this.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was perfectly fine. And then ultimately, I want to step and then transition right away. Yeah. Cool?
Yes, sir.
Let's try this, guys. Go for it. 1, 2, 3. What's up, Amy?
Right? And then all I wanna do is, as soon as we get there,
Step on the mat with your left foot.
step so I can make the room.
Yeah, but don't make the room like that, don't trip, make your leg. Like here? And try to push his head towards that wall.
Okay. So then you pass.
And then you're gonna.
So I need to be here.
There you
And then
go.
once I get here,
Your knee comes through, throw the leg over the head. On this side. There you go. Move the toes, make sure the toes are hooking. Toes are hooking completely. I like to hold his tricep. Sorry.
so this is back, this is.
Stand if you want, grab it like you can.
There you go. And then you were saying, once I get in this position, if I wanna go, if I,
Yeah. Oh, down.
boom.
Triangle, arm lock, whatever you have.
I can remember the step and it's.
Like a beating up,
like that.
yeah, beating each other up, but be like.
Okay, let's try again. And then. I'm not feeling great about the transition here, like I feel like I'm a little bit, like what's that of this grabbing my foot?
Why would you grab it?
To just not let me bring it across his hip.
I don't understand, like, he's gonna let go
I
of half
feel
and
like
grab
I'm
your foot?
losing connection with him right now, as soon as I start to extend.
Can you do it again? That way?
Yeah. So, let me see. Here, my goal is to stack you up.
Right.
My goal is to get here.
Yes.
So you're stepping, you're scooting, you're making your legs heavy.
Right?
Right? And then go ahead through the move, knee comes under, other leg over my head. You're saying grab your foot here,
Yeah.
shut it down,
Yeah,
and you just do the same thing on this side. Scoot the leg. Exactly.
okay,
That's it. Done.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I just wanna keep switching my hips if he gets ahead of the.
Keep tucking your leg down.
Okay. I just can't let you be. Yes.
Can you walk us through that? We did everything.
Yeah. Leg heavy, scoot the leg. Yeah, there you go. And your knee's gonna go under your
He's
arm.
grabbing here, right? And now what are you
Other
gonna do?
leg over the head.
What do you wanna do?
Knee hook the toe.
Yeah, what do you wanna do?
Look over here from afar. Hold it. There you go. So he can't run your back anymore. He runs around your leg, the toes.
You don't wanna do stuff like that. They never do that.
Put a step on his hip.
So he was saying,
Yeah.
this
No, you should have.
is.
You move the leg. You know what I mean?
And I have to.
Get the leg around the head.
Okay. I have to. And the only, you can try my foot, but you can't stop it from rotating.
That's it, man.
Okay. Okay, that was better. Now, she's like, but I'm doing this. Right, I'm gonna pass. Here. So he's stepping, yes. So he's going through, and then this one's gonna push. So even if I turn,
Right. Then I keep this.
Oh, right.
Yeah, scoot heavy. There we go. Keep scooting away.
We could arm on me anyways.
Got it. Leg on your head.
Yeah, that's
You're already out. Yeah, you could just bring it open. That's just out.
yeah, doing anything straighter. I'm excited too. Yeah, I know. Look the same. Snatching, heavy. Yeah.
And this one here.
Yeah. So even let's say, let's pretend in the park as well. I trap this. He's just switching over
There you go.
that way.
Right.
Fine, no problem.
As long as you try to move.
As long as I'm trying to switch where I want to have it. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That's
Yeah, okay.
That'll happen.
I want to make the transition natural because right now it's not natural.
Break over here. Move. Trap.
That's it.
There, right? So officially the first time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Step on the hip first, but that was it, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I do want to make the space
Yeah.
so that you're
Just
low.
make it easier, yeah.
That's why. So you're lower.
Here,
When
lower here.
we
Lower my head in it.
Mira, so when we get
To make sure her
here,
foot comes out.
so here.
Yeah, you step so that your foot is definitely gonna be out when you go through the triangle. Because if it's still caught across,
If I just do it like this,
if you bring the leg around the head now
Just
and the
collapse
toes
me.
get caught,
collapse me, just lay on me.
yeah, now there's no triangle, right? The
Right,
foot's trapped.
right
But if I go here,
So when you step on the hip, you ensure that that foot will be available when you go to bring the
Then
leg up.
you're gonna okay, trap the foot the way you say I trap this foot, so that she's here. and
Yeah, if you
the
trap
foot.
it now, I won't bring that leg around the head.
right,
Unless you take it off and then I will.
Yes, I got
Yeah.
a
You can go for the
dragon.
arm lock too there, Chrissy.
I can still go from here.
Boom. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
We were, yeah, we're just troubleshooting right
Yeah.
now. figuring
Yeah,
it
it's
out.
just the switching the leg under.
It's this initial switch. When he goes for the,
I'm going here,
yeah,
this point over here, so that one.
this
Yeah.
one's funky.
Yeah, that is,
I'm not used to
The
that.
reason you're doing that is if you don't hook the toes, he's gonna run behind you.
Right now, you're gonna run.
You're gonna run to her back. Yeah, but the toes stop you. So if
This-
you go
this
back,
one over here.
yeah, if she doesn't hook the toes, if she leaves it between the knees or whatever, then there's nothing stopping you from passing her
This
back.
way.
so this one I can pass.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can,
I can
yeah,
apply.
yeah.
Now here,
That's what makes it tougher.
that is the one I cannot move around.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Until you remove that.
So as soon as I'm ready to start submitting you, then I have to step here
Uh-huh.
so that you're not just grabbing my foot now.
This
You
one.
easily, the other one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I gotta
But
make
it's still
sure,
hooked across.
because if you grab my foot, then I don't have it.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't matter now.
But as long as he's holding your foot, he's not passing, so it's not.
Right,
really-
okay,
Yeah,
I
I would
can,
end it.
I can
Yeah,
wait.
it's not a big threat, but it just makes it easier.
So practically it's just the switching on the knee
Uh-huh.
is the one is little bit.
Hypothetically, I could still punch choke him though, even if he has my foot
Mm,
with my hands. My hands are free.
maybe, yeah,
Okay,
it's possible.
there's a lot of things there.
But you're not really worried about submitting per se, you're just worried about getting back to a guard. If the submission opens up, it's
Yes.
but you wanna recover guard. If you dead set too much on submission, you might pass.
Yeah,
If your legs aren't active.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
just hanging.
Yeah.
They're
just
stiff.
hanging. Yeah,
Yeah, then you can move my legs easily.
yeah,
Okay,
cool.
so just, we really want to stay strong positionally,
Oh, yeah,
not, you know, always trying to submit everything.
position before submission.
100%.
Alright guys, that's it for foundations. You guys have any questions? That's cool. We did the guillotine defense. We did the basic guard pass, the knee cut pass, we call it knee slice pass, some people call it. Then we did the stack pass and then the stack pass defense. Alright, so just make sure it close the hip, but don't close too low. For that quick.
Yeah, you don't want to put your, basically like,
Yeah, you don't want your fingers getting pulled
your
out.
hand here.
Yeah.
You don't want it here.
Cool. Alright guys, grab a sip of water if you need it. We'll He wants it.
I want the finger.
He just.
I would
he
remind
won't
you
put
to
it there.
I would remind you to put it there.
You'll learn quickly.
Just put an imprint on the side of you where you want me to put my hand.
Right, no, I'm gonna use it, put it over there.
Stitch it.
I need it right here.
Put it in neon.
The bullseye.
I need it.
Put the bullseye.
Okay, so now if they hook up in the leg, we have the nice direction.
Actually, it's not, so then, one of the things like you should
Yeah.
Across the hip.
not only
Hey,
cook,
good to see you again.
for me to come out and move around too.
Yes.
Yes.
That has to be
So look, he's controlling my posture this way, and he's controlling my
right.
torso
So
this
then you
way.
move anywhere you move. So this is the hoop that
So-
is gonna control.
This gives the distance, because if she tries to stack into me right now, but see how I can bridge and keep her away instead of like,
You know what I mean? Instead of going down.
So this just allows me to kind of control the distance right now. And I wanna take this out first, so that I know when I bring this around the head, it'll be available to swing.
Right.
So if I don't do that, if I just bring this around the head, and then this suddenly gets caught.
Entry pass. So
Uh-huh.
the first one is the one to stop, and then go for the next one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So I'm comfortable here though, I don't need to rush. If she takes my foot off, if she pushes my foot through, then she just did, keep pushing it through. She did the job for me. She put it away, you know what I mean? She actually helped me go for the triangle there.
Well, what Georgia was doing is he was just pinning it between his legs and then
Yeah, then I'm trying
tracking
to
it.
get
But,
happening.
but you can't control the rotational, you can only control
I
up and
control the
down,
leg, but I cannot control the
but you
movement.
can't control
Makes
this.
sense?
So
Uh-huh.
even though he was sitting on it, you can
Uh-huh.
still rotate your ankle.
Yeah, if you sit on it, I still feel comfortable going back to this side and preventing the pass on this side. I have enough of my knee through and my leg on this side of your body.
For you to control that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're kind of giving me the half guard.
Right, yes.
So if my shins across though, like this, and I brought this leg through, you just take your palm and jam my knee. Boom, it's passed.
Right,
It won't catch on anything.
but this is
But
preventing the
here,
pass.
you're actually stopping yourself from being able to just jam my knee through.
Yes.
So if you step in between, I'm still okay. I might not triangle you, but I'm still in a good open guard position right now. I can still go for other attacks. I can step and
So
create
as
space.
long my knee
Uh-huh.
is practically 70% of the hip
Yeah,
area,
you're still in
I
the
shouldn't be
guard.
worried about anything.
As long as they're between the knees, like if your knees were flashlights, shooting straight out, as long as they're in that space, you have them in your guard. It's only if the knee, if my flashlight goes past this way, and my other flashlight's here,
Uh-huh.
there's no guard.
I'm
She's
okay
able
with
to
that.
get to them, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. All right, folks.
I had to refresh that because I feel you do it to me a lot,
Yeah,
but I never make that transition myself.
yeah. And then actually, so it applies to what we're going over now, which is the over-under pass. We went over it the other day. David, you were here, Jim, you were here, yeah.
Okay.
So with the over-under pass, we're gonna do it just from the open guard. Are you
Just
okay if
classic.
I do this one?
Boom,
You okay if I do this
I
one?
think so, yeah.
Over-under.
Over under, so this way.
So lay down, right? So for the over-under pass, the first thing that's important is that I trap one of these feet between my knees. So that's number one. Whatever position we were in, whether I was standing up, and she had her feet up on my hips, I would drop down and trap one foot between my knees. Or, if we were in an open guard position kneeling, I could just step over the foot like this. This is step one, is trap one of the feet. Whichever foot I trap, I'll go on this side so you guys can see better. Whichever foot I trap, that same side arm is gonna overhook the thigh. Okay, so I'm going around this way. My other hand's gonna underhook this thigh. That's why it's called the over-under pass, right? Over this side, under this side. My head is gonna go to the underhooking side. So my head buries down. So my goal right now is to make my shoulder touch my partner's abdomen as low on the body as possible. Here and here, okay? Now, as soon as I have this connection, I'm gonna V up on my feet and start adding pressure, okay? Now, from here, this is where the battle kind of begins. A lot of the time, the most basic reaction people have is they try to push you away. They try to stiff arm you away. If that's the case, I just stay put and keep my pressure forward. Don't back up. Once I V up on my feet like this, I'm not going back to my knees anymore. No matter what resistance I get, I'm keeping my weight on my partner. The more they push, great, they're doing a workout. And I'm just chilling, right? The next step for me is to trap this shin across my waist. So I wanna step and feed this ankle across my waist. So the shin is trapped like this. Instead of the foot being between the knees now, it's now on the outside of my hip, okay? While my pressure is on, okay? Once I have that, I'm free to pass. My hand is gonna come out, I'm gonna push the knee through, and then I'm gonna get my knees close to the hip on this side, control the position, bring my arm out, pin the hip on this side, and then start to work my way north so that I can hug the neck and confirm side out, okay? So the over-under pass, this process might take like 30 seconds to a minute sometimes if a person's struggling, pushing, moving their hips around. You have to keep the pressure steady, that's the key to this, okay? So driving the foot over this side. When I say over, a lot of the time when I bring the arm over like this, I like to hold my own inner thigh. Alright, this takes away any kind of Kimura threat, omoplata threat. As long as my hand is grabbing something, then there's no way that she can take my arm and put it behind my back. The other thing it prevents is her foot from slipping out. Because if the foot slips out, it's like throwing yourself into a triangle. See that? So everything is about keeping this foot trapped. Once I trap it with my knees, my arm takes over and holds my inner thigh. So now if she tries to take the foot out, see how it gets blocked by my wrist? Okay? On this side, I'm hugging the actual thigh itself, not the gi. I'm not gripping, I'm not holding the belt. I'm literally just cupping my thigh like this. And my head is buried down, the eyes facing south, this way. All right, all my weight is pinned in my shoulder. I'm completely beat up just on my partner's belly. And then from here, I want to trap the shin across the waist. Now there's no half guard. There's nothing stopping me from taking my hand and pushing the knee through. Just like this, boom. Pin the hip, get the elbow tight on this side, start hugging the neck, start getting your chest north until you get to a good pin. Cool? Questions on that? Good. So make sure that when you guys do this, a couple pitfalls. Let's say she trapped my foot, she's over, she's under, the head is buried. So far so good. She's gonna V up right away. So all her weight is on me. She wants to make sure she doesn't V up too high. Come up higher. Yeah, this way will allow me to throw her over, right? You don't want your butt way up in the air yet. You wanna stay somewhere between hovering off the mat and V'd up, but not too high. So right now, the way you are is gonna be harder for me to throw you over. See that? That's the idea, yeah? You can sink down if you need to. Not too low. Yeah. If you go too low, the problem is there's not enough weight on me, now I can scoot away. So that's why we keep the knees off the ground, so there's enough weight on your partner that they can't shrink away, but you're not beat up so high they can roll you over them either. Somewhere between those two things. But this hand here, right now she's holding my ankle, that's totally fine. You can C-clamp your partner's ankle, you can hold your own inner knee. Any of those grips is fine, just make sure you're making a grip. So she doesn't want my foot to slip out, then the triangle could be, that's right, okay? So there's no Kimura, there's no triangle, there's no overhead sweep, those are the main threats right there. Cool? Questions? Good, alright, let's give it a shot, guys. At the bottom player, make sure you keep your knees up, like as you do this, Chrissy, I'm not gonna just straighten my legs like this. Because there's no guard, she doesn't even need this fast. Make sure you try to keep your knees up to your chest, try to keep the guard a little bit so your partner has something to kind of work with. So I'm gonna keep my knee retracted up towards my shoulder a little bit, maybe stiff arming my partner a little bit, giving a little resistance. And then when you feel the time is right, you take your palm to the knee, and then just jam it right through. That's it. Perfect. Cool. All right, let's give it a shot, guys. 1, 2, 3.
What's that?
David, how are you, man? Good, bro.
I did you
I already got my water over there. Thank you so much. Listen, I got my water over there. I'm on the water.
Everyone see it? Have a safe trip and God bless. Be safe out there. David, before you leave or something, I'll give you my number just in case if you do need anything. I know some people out there, so. Okay. Sorry.